In 1918, the H1N1 virus, a strain of influenza with avian origins, spread across the world, causing death everywhere it touched. Through the early parts of fall, it seemed as though Salt Lake City would remain safe from the spread of infection. On September 27th, the public was told by Salt Lake Health Commissioner Dr. Samuel G. Paul that the flu was highly contagious by way of particles caused by coughing or sneezing, but would be preventable enough in the area since there were no known cases. That all ended on October 4th, 1918. A small handful of cases in Salt Lake City were found, spread by an infected family from Wyoming who'd come to Utah in order to attend the state fair. Later that day, a dozen more cases were found in Colville, and state officials canceled school and public gatherings in that town. At the time, Salt Lake City felt their strategy of isolating the patients was enough to curb the spread, but they were wrong. By the next week, there were several more dozen cases in Salt Lake City as well as numerous deaths. On October 9th, the state health department ordered the closure of all churches and Sunday schools, public schools and universities, theaters, movie houses, public meetings, pool halls, dance halls, and private dances. All public gatherings of any kind were to cease by October 10th. The order wasn't popular with everyone. Even Salt Lake City Health Commissioner Dr. Paul was quoted as saying, "The general closing order is mere hysteria. There's no occasion whatever for closing down any business and certainly no good reason whatever for closing public schools." But the decision to close was sound. By the end of the epidemic, Salt Lake City had just over 10,000 cases of influenza and only 576 deaths. Compared to the 650,000 people around the country who died, the actions to close spared Salt Lake City a much worse fate.